We have founder and CEO of Skycision, that's Brendan Carroll, with us, and you have a drone company. It's called Skycision, but you're really changing the landscape for agriculture and growers. So tell us, what's different about your drone company, Skycision?
Absolutely, Stephen. So what we found was in the United States today, the average farmer loses about 20 to 25% of their crops every single year to some undetected form of pest, disease, or even just labor losses where they don't have time to harvest. So what we found was actually drones are a very efficient tool for data collection in the field. So as opposed to having to walk every single row or every single field, we can actually capture aerial imagery that gives them the real-time conditions of their field. In addition to that, we actually capture infrared imagery where the human eye can't see it, so we can pick up stress detection about 2 to 3 weeks earlier than the human eye is capable of.
And let me ask you, Brent, so a lot of the customers that you have right now, you people you're working with, are with vineyards. And so why that crop, and exactly how are you benefiting these vineyards?
Absolutely. So vineyards are a very high value crop, and beyond that, they have a very high attention to detail in terms of the quality of the wine that they produce. So everything from the amount of irrigation that they put into a given row, the amount of rainfall, elevation that it's grown at, the growing practices when they prune, so on and so forth. There's so much that's changing so quickly that not only where the vines could be at risk to a pest or disease, but also where they have to take actions to improve the quality is important. So to have a visual system of record where they can see what's going on across all of their vines and then take actions accordingly is really important for these growers to optimize their yields and quality.
And let me ask you, Brendan, because I'm a meteorologist, I know weather plays a big factor. We're in a desert climate. We got some vineyards in Urington. Does this benefit your software? Can it tell how dry it is, if they need to add moisture to their vineyards? What's going on? Tell us if that helps.
Absolutely. So our system is very much so effective at monitoring the effects of different causal functions, which weather is one of them. So we can see if there's a dry spell that comes through, all of a sudden we'll see a decrease in the health of the actual vines or the crops themselves. So once we start to look at weather with the imagery that we have, we can say, oh, weather is the cause, that is the effect. And so we can actually measure the impact that, say, a heat wave comes in, or 14, 15, and 2016 were all the hottest years on record. That changes how quickly the crop grows, weeds grow, when pests and disease become viable. And so we can help them respond to those and see how severe the impact is.
And then real quickly, I want to ask you, so when I see new technology, sometimes people shy away from it because it's not intuitive. You guys have an app. How easy is it to use? Are you finding any kind of like people shying away from it or not?
So originally we found that a lot of growers don't necessarily want to own drones. And so we had originally worked with the drones themselves for them to fly. This past year we changed it where we come and we fly for them. We make it so easy and we just give them the map. We give them data. So we give them a result of here's your bad spots, here's your good spots, and here's how different it was from 2 weeks ago when we flew. And so we originally, allowed them to operate themselves, and then we realized growers are so busy today, they don't have time to necessarily operate this technology, so let's just make it more accessible to them. And so we pilot, we take care of all the hardware, and so it's very turnkey, it's very easy to use, and we do all the analytics and then present them with the results after that.
Thank you, Brendan. This is once again the founder and CEO of Skycision. If you want to learn more how they're changing the landscape of agriculture and you want to know more about the company itself and the software, we're going to have more information on our website, voxreno.com.